How's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are back with another banger. So please smash that like button, you guys, and subscribe. And yeah, man, I want to talk Terence Crawford versus Chris Eubank Jr., you guys. Possible fight going down. Um, it's in talks right now, possibly close to an agreement. But I just want to break this fight down, and that Terence Crawford is reportedly possibly moving up two weight classes to face Chris Eubank Jr. Wow, where do I start? First, smash that like button, you guys, and subscribe. And yeah, man. I mean, listen, man. Um, It's no secret that Terence Bud Crawford wants to fight Canelo Alvarez. That's on his bucket list. That's on, one of his fights that he really wants. And I just feel like he can get that fight. He can definitely get that fight. Um, but will he get that fight in time? When he wants that fight. Remember, Terence Crawford is older than Canelo Alvarez. So I feel like if Canelo Alvarez sees any slippage in this next fight, I think he'll take Crawford up on that offer. I just think right now, Canelo Alvarez, has certain things that he wants to get done. Like beating the hell out of Jaime Munguia and I think stopping him. But Terence Crawford could test himself first at the middleweight division, versus Chris Eubank Jr. And I think he'll do well. We all know Chris Eubank Jr. to be a tough fighter. But lately, man, last year, especially, he got stopped by Liam Smith. When he got stopped by Liam Smith, that kind of opened my eyes where, you know, Chris Eubank Jr. can definitely be having some slippage. Yes, he did. Yes, Chris Eubank Jr. in his defense, he did come back and avenge that loss. But I just feel like, once I seen him get stopped by Liam Smith, which, Canelo Alvarez completely destroyed. Um, when I just seen him, get stopped by them, there is some slippage there. I don't think Liam Smith just caught Chris Eubank Jr. on the right night. I don't think that was the case. I think that Chris Eubank Jr. He got out muscled. You know what I mean? Liam Smith was dishing out everything that Chris Eubank Jr. was, dishing, and Liam Smith came to fight that night and it showed. And when he got the stoppage, he just celebrated like he won, like he just won the World Series. You know what I mean? Like I said, it was a good fight. But Liam Smith couldn't do it twice. And I knew that Chris Eubank Jr. was gonna, really, really dial in for that rematch because he got an immediate rematch with Liam Smith. But let's not act like Chris Eubank Jr. hasn't been stopped before, and let's not act like Chris Eubank Jr. has never lost before. This guy, it's the same guy that has three losses on his resume. Um, one coming from Billy Joe Saunders, a prime Billy Joe Saunders, not the Billy Joe Saunders I feel like that Canelo Alvarez fought. Billy Joe Saunders was on the shelf for a while when he fought Canelo, and that was a money grab. That was a money grab. And we haven't seen a whole lot of Billy Joe Saunders since. A lot of these guys get one or two paydays, big paydays, and we don't see them anymore. And do you blame them? You're getting hit upside the head for a living, you know. And I've heard doctors say out of their own mouth that the brain is not to be hit like that. But these guys are warriors. These guys, you know, they risk it every day, man. And that's why, for the most part, I try not to talk down or call these fighters cherry picking because at the end of the day, all of these guys, you know, live and breathe like we do. And I feel like they got to be trying at some type of level. Might not be at the high elite level, but they're trying, and they're trying to get, some of these fighters out of there. You know what I mean? Like Chris Eubank Jr. If he could get a stoppage, versus Terence Crawford, I think that would be that would just catapult his career to an all-time high. I feel like, Chris Eubank Jr. hasn't had that certified significant, fight where you're like it's a standout performance. Yeah, he came back and beat Liam Smith. Both guys' last fight was their most important fight. I think Liam Smith was supposed to be a tune-up, almost a layup, but it didn't happen like that. And Chris Eubank Jr. struggled in the first fight, and I know Terence Crawford seen that, and I know his team seen that. So if they're moving up to 160 pounds, and Chris Eubank Jr. fought as high as 168 before, so let's not forget that either. But both of these guys match up well. You guys know that Terence Crawford will be coming from welterweight, 147 pounds, but originally he started his career at 135, a weight class that Chris Eubank Jr. could never get down to. Excuse me, it's been a long night, boy. But yeah, man, I mean, listen, man. To sum it up, I think that Terence Crawford is willing to go to a place that I don't think Chris Eubank Jr. is willing to go. Mentally, not a lot of fighters in my eyes can go to the mental space and the mental fortitude it takes to get through some of these fights and to stop some of these fighters that Terence Crawford's been stopping. He stopped Errol Spence for damn sake. So, listen, man, I would love to know what you guys think in the comment section, man. Do you guys think that Terence Crawford should fight Chris Eubank Jr.? Or do you feel like he should fight somebody else? Mind you, Canelo Alvarez is out the picture because he's locked in for 2 fights, pretty much. I mean, a fight with Canelo Alvarez versus Crawford, I don't see it going down on the last 2 fights of the PBC contract. But we'll see. We'll see. I really would love to know what you guys think about this subject. Please let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Please smash that like button and share it if you can, you guys. Share this, this media. I'm doing it for you guys. You guys know I'm not getting paid for it. And yeah, man. Bud Crawford hasn't fought since July of last year. And we're almost coming up on July again of this year. So if he doesn't fight soon, he'll be fighting. It'll be a year layoff for Bud Crawford. And I think he came off an excellent performance. I thought he should have kept fighting. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Please smash that like button and subscribe. And until next time, you guys, peace. Yeah.